Hello, and I hope you are doing well. In this session, we are going to talk about control valve testing. First, the content, routine test, common test, and not so common test, means less common test. Let us see what are the routine test, material test, and applicable NDE. As we have discussed in the code and standard session about the applicable material standard, that is ASTM, that is American Society of Testing and Materials. A common cast carbon steel material is ASTM A216 grade WCB. This material will be tested as per ASTM A216 specification for chemical composition and mechanical property. It is done for each heat and it is traceable by the heat number given by the foundry. There are other supplementary tests which are optional and can be done if requested by the customer only. Applicable NDE are mostly used in the valve industry are as per B16.34, and they are liquid penetrant inspection, magnetic particle inspection, radiographic testing for the cast material, and if forged material is, then ultrasonic testing is also considered. Next is the hydrostatic shell test. This test is a must for all pressure containing components. It is used to provide the integrity of the component. Fully assembled valve or only valve body can be hydro-tested. Normally the valve is unpainted at the time of testing. Do make sure that the valve is completely dry after the testing. Testing pressure, duration of the testing, water quality, water properties are given clearly in ASME B16.34, API 60 and other applicable standard. Next is the seat leakage test. This is done to check the leakage of the valve and whether it is within the acceptable leakage rate. For control valve, leakage rates are defined as per FCI 70-2. Next is the stem seal leakage test. Any test from the stem area is to be checked. Simple leak detection can be soap pour over the packing area. For other critical valve with bellow seal or with toxic fluid, helium leak test can be performed. ISO 15848 standard is used in that case. Next is the stroke calibration and functional test. Simple stroke test can be done to check the valve opening and closing properly through the positioner. Check the valve is operating smoothly. Under operating condition at plant, calibration might be required to set the new bench set. Next are the common tests which are used in the control valve. These tests are not performed on all valves and are only requested by the customer. First is the flow capacity test. This is to determine the maximum flow through the valve and also the flow characteristic based on the valve opening. There is a standard NC ASI S75.02 is used. Acceptable accuracy is within plus minus 5% of the maximum CV. One can calculate FL and XT factor which are used for choke flow condition for liquid and gas. Second is dead bend, hysteresis and repeatability test. Here there is a standard ISA S75.13 which gives the guidelines to perform this test. Next is the stroke speed test. It is done to check the valve opening and closing time as per customer requirement. What are the few less common tests in the control valve? Supplementary material test. It is given by ASTM standard and are requested by the customer. In ASME A216, impact test, hardness test, microstructure test is considered. Also corrosion tests are there as per NACE specification and as per customer requirement. Next is the environmental test. First is the noise test. It can be done as per the standard ISA S75.07. Acceptable noise level is as per industrial standard of 85 dBA. Next is seismic test. It is done to check the valve will perform during and after the earthquake. Ideally required in nuclear power plant. IEEE 344, 323, 382 provides guideline to perform this test. Next is the fugitive emission. This test is to check the hazardous substance leaking into the environment through the valve external leakage. FCI 158-91-1 is used. Alternatively, ISO 15848 is used. Helium leak detect machine is used to get the leakage value in ppm. Next is the fire safe test. This is the test when a valve is exposed to any fire. It must be within the leakage rate given in the standard of API 607. Next is cryogenic test. The valve is cooled from outside to minus 196 degrees centigrade using liquid nitrogen. Helium is inside the valve and leakage are checked by sniffing test. The valve is open and closed several times, and then again it is checked for any leakage, change in the torque requirement, and report is prepared. Life cycle test. This test is done by the valve manufacturer to make sure that the valve will perform for a specific time period. There are no standards for this, and it can be between the valve manufacturer and the end user to decide what should be the life of the valve. Next is a cavitation test. Guidelines for testing is as per ISA S75.23. Important parameters are calculated and used for same trim design in different size and ratings. So all the sigma values are calculated from the cavitation test, and it can be extrapolated to other sizes and rating, but with the same trim design. This is the last slide of the last lesson. I hope you find it useful. Please note that this 8 lessons is just a brief summary of the control valve, and one need more exposure to keep learning about control valve. Also, I'm sorry about my video audio editing skills. I'm just starting to make such videos. I hope I improve over a period of time. Thank you.